Hi, I'm Russell Savory, a freelance cameraman and photographer working for BBC, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5 and Anglia TV. And I'm often asked how to get started in photographing wildlife and indeed filming wildlife. And one of the best ways you can start really is filming your local wildlife. So you get the hang of what you've got to do with the camera, working out exposures and speeds. So after that you can then move on to some of the wildlife trust sites, which will then give you greater experience. You can go to some of these hides where they have kingfishers coming in, sitting on perches and those sort of things. Some of the hides can be a little bit difficult for filming, obviously because there are going to be a number of people within the hides. Those hides tend to have wooden floors, so sometimes the films can get a bit wobbly, but photography, they are excellent. And then it won't take long actually before you want to explore the wider outdoors. And one of the items that I use for that will be one of these superb little seat hides, so you can sit in it. And indeed, where we are today, in actual fact, is at the beavers at Finchinfield. I do actually sit in one of these for sometimes up to about 14 hours. So they are relatively comfortable as long as you've got a flask, plenty of room, fits down the front, and you've got your little tripod and shoot through the front there. So that gives you access to lots of different wildlife. Obviously, this time of year especially, you'll be able to get the deer walking past and that sort of thing. Try to get at eye level, especially if you're doing small mammals, be it stoats or water voles or water shrews. And if you look at the TV and you wonder at the fantastic shots, a lot of it is really, it's about fieldcraft. And I think it's before you even, before I go and sort of take film of a new subject, I like to research that animal, find out its behaviour and those sort of things. If you understand what the animal is trying, its behaviour, you can sort of get into their world and understand what they're up to, and you also know what's coming up, what to expect. So I tend to do a bit of a recce first off, go off and sit down in the woodland if I'm going to go deer, see what goes on, how they behave, and then I have a bit of a plan and work that out. And it goes with whether you're doing that or you're doing hares, or indeed, in actual fact, where we are today, which is at the beavers. And I do understand those now. I've been filming beavers for some 8 years, but these particular beavers for about 2 years now. So it's understanding the behaviour of the animal. Some of the animals are especially susceptible to sound, especially deer, and also scent. So one of the first things I do if I'm going out to the open countryside to film, to know what the wind direction is before you actually start, whether you're photographing or whether you're filming. Get the wind direction, and obviously you need to be upwind of whatever you're trying to film in case they pick up the scent on that. Clothing wise, I always use very soft clothing, doesn't make a noise. Don't use a big nylon puffer jacket. And really it's about patience and just wait long enough, and the wildlife, you sit in the woodland, the wildlife will come to you. Having been asked, what's the best lens to get, it's very, very difficult because there's not a one lens that fits all. But I think one of the best lenses in actual fact that you can have and is the Sigma 60-600. This is my go-to lens really for my filming work. Fantastic range from 60 to 600. If you're going on to macro, the insects and that sort of thing that really interest you in plant life, Sigma do some fantastic lenses for that. And then if you're going to on the wider thing, which would be onto your landscapes, the art range of the Sigma lenses are fantastic. Hopefully some of that will inspire you to go out and enjoy our fantastic countryside and go and discover the undiscovered.